be so much fun! I promise! So much fucking fun!
Just in case you ever wonder what all the screaming and yelling up here is about, I thought I'd let you in on a little secret. Fact of the matter is, people have to want to try to change and make things better, and some people very badly want to say their piece, and I'm one of those people! Anyway, this is what this is about. Waiting until you get with the right motherfucking people! And making it work. It's worth the wait because the energy level will definitely be much, much higher, so wait through all of the awkwardness and all of that kind of shit. I promise you, it will be worthwhile. Oh yeah! Now I'm getting loosened up. How about you? Yeah! Here come the words! Let me apologize right now. Here it comes in person. This is so intimate, I want to make it feel like a practice. Look, we'll take that last part again from the break part. We've been practicing that for weeks. Any poets out there at all? Anybody do any poetry? Can you do poetry? Anybody have anything to say whatsoever? This is about progress. No, not progress. Regression. No, not regression. What is it you call it when something is different? Hey! Change! Okay! Hey, is this thing loud enough? Turn it up! It really looks great out here! Kind of like what we used to call sock hop back in the United States, where people take a gymnasium and just kind of dance and stuff! Put on your boogie boots! If you aren't too busy, next Saturday the 12th, come out with us in front of the White House at Lafayette Park at 12 o'clock. There will be a percussion protest. There will be a concert. There will be some pissed off people there. In case you don't know, there's a war coming. January 15th. Brought to you by Exxon and Mobil and George Bush.
They read that there would be a war, and then they read that there was a war, and lastly they read that the war was over, and all three were lies. So please raise your voice and join in. What the heck? Yeah, haha, Sunday afternoon. Rather be home. Well, I guess I'm not making too many friends tonight, but that's okay. In the end, I ain't trying to lose no friends. I'm just trying to speak what I feel. And I'm sure that's an alien concept to you all, right?
Right.
You all don't give a fuck, right? I kind of feel like I'm on the moon. I feel like we're moving in slow motion. Is anybody here?
Can we return to that state of silence we were at a moment ago? Hey! Down off the drums! Definitely double fuck you, guy. Why don't we stop and you can throw each other around for a while?
Victory parade!
Wasting the taxpayers' money!
Certainly was a waste of the taxpayers' money. They're doing this incredibly, massive parade, a so-called victory parade. The victory being, an incredibly huge, filthy, rich country with an incredibly huge army going in with incredible technology and destroying, a nation which is very small.
That's the one!
That's the one? You were there? How was it, sir? Yeah, well, that's real good. I'm glad you had fun. I'm certain not everyone had as much fun as you, but, anyway, this is the big victory, and they're spending a hell of a lot of money on it. There's quite a few, other things in this country that, the money can be spent on, you know. Let's keep our national egos at a nice, boil, please,
Yo. Hey.
Hey! Don't! Now! You all! Cut! It! Out!
Without all this destruction, we're gonna get there!
This is what is called loss of momentum.
Think about it while we lose it some more.
Hope you don't mind how relaxed we are.
Wow, what a bunch of hippies!
I'm a load of shit!
Can anyone tell me what constitutes a load of shit?
Right on.
Ha ha! Well, what constitutes a creepy bastard? What the fuck? Well, am I a load of shit or am I a creepy bastard?
We're trying to have a conversation.
conversation, sir, so just a second. Fuck off?
I should fuck off? Why should I fuck off today?
I mean, everywhere we go, people tell us to fuck off. Why is there such a driving need for people to tell us to fuck off?
Hey, can we fuck off together later on, you and I?
Yeah, I'd like to.
Okay, we'll fuck off, you and I.
We'll do a double fuck off for you.
Why doesn't everyone just tell us to
Fuck off right now and get it out of the way!
Come on, fuck off!
I was trying to finish up what I was saying.
You know, people have loose tongues in this town, and I can't figure out why.
I wonder how many people in this room know who Marcus Garvey was.
Let's get off that hate vibe. That was uncool.
What about the voting system?
We actually didn't make up the voting system.
We just woke up in America one day.
Slow your mind down. This'll come off as a little faster.
You must have been mistaken! This is a fucking concert! Not a fucking boys club bullshit match!
Just fucking cool out, you got it?
Whoa, 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 don't do it.
Why don't you do something safe, like the twist, okay?
We aim to please, to fucking please everybody.
At all times. Our motto is, we're from the new world, but we maintain old world craftsmanship.
I get so tired of seeing boys up here all the time.
In every life there is quiet. In every life there is quiet.
Volume is not necessary. Volume is not necessary. Volume is not necessary at all times.
Violence is not always necessary, in fact.
Volume is not necessary. Volume is not necessary.
We question if violence is ever necessary.
At all times.
You should never tell people not to talk so much.
It's important. Military uses violence. Police use violence. Gangsters use violence.
I am none of the above. How about you?
As he said, this is a benefit for the free clinic. And since you are all now contributors to the clinic, I thought I'd tell you a little bit about where your money is going. First of all, last year in this city, over 600 people in the city were diagnosed with AIDS. While the gay community has done an awful lot to give information out, which I'm sure you're aware of, there have been few efforts directed at minority communities. Here at the center, we just started a new program for HIV testing, anonymous and free, which we want you all to know about. We want the community to know about. The other issue big in DC is the high infant mortality rate, and at the clinic we have one of the best prenatal programs. It has the street value of about $1,500. Now, I don't know how many of you have been to a doctor lately or had to pay money to be seen, but the people we're seeing don't have anywhere near that kind of money. And we see people all the way through their term, and the people we're seeing are 14 to 15 years old. Okay! We also offer free medical service, general medical service to anybody who needs it. That includes people like you. Underlying all of our goals, though, we have a real strong mission of empowerment and responsibility. People that take responsibility and take power over their own healthcare. And we encourage you to do the same. We want to try and attack the two-tiered healthcare system in this country. We've been doing it for nearly 20 years now. We're going to keep on doing it. We appreciate your support. Thanks a lot. We also appreciate the band's support.
We've been doing it for nearly 20 years now. We're gonna keep on doing it. Thanks a lot.
We'd like to dedicate this to the former tenants of the squat that got torn down. We went to dinner, we drove by, it's been one day and already the bulldozers have taken it down. Money doesn't sleep.
Months ago up there in Washington. I don't know if it was down here too. There was a great mini-series on TV. It was called Desert Storm or something like that. Anyway, there were these guys and they go out to this country for really kind of cloudy reasons, and they go out and they kill 100,000 people and only 100 of them are killed, and it was pretty goddamn exciting. I don't know if you all saw it. It's a mini-series I'm talking about.
There was a sequel now that, it's not getting quite as good of ratings. It's called Operation Happy Meal. They're the same people that they left kind of deserted in this kind of weird foreign alien land. And they bring them Band-Aids and like plastic toys to kind of repair some of the damage they did by going in there in the first place.
first miniseries was sponsored by Exxon, and this miniseries was sponsored by McDonald's, and it's really, really fucking great. And I don't know, really fucking great.
Fucking great.
Yeah.
Fucking great.
Yeah. Really fucking great. Yeah. Right on. Update on the heartbeat of America. We have an update on the heartbeat of America. We have an update on the presidential heartbeat. It's ticking roughly 10 or 20,000 beats slower than mine. I think we need a more living president. You know, we go around this country a lot and we see a lot of yellow bunting, a lot of happy stickers, and it occurs to me there's only two types of people who have all of this kind of bullshit. One, relatives of the unfortunate people who have been sent over there to fight, who would like to think that there was something really noble that their sons and daughters have been sent over there to defend and to fight for. And two, people who have something to sell you, like gasoline.
His heart is beating 100,000 Iraqis every 2 weeks. His heart is so full of compassion that it has ceased to beat. His heart is beating Happy Meals for every...
Please turn on the house lights.
Bring up some nice, gentle lights on... Whoa!
Leave that. That's good.
We're improvising.
Can we just turn these off or something?
Or turn them down or something.
I think he means these yellow ones. Yeah, that's cool.
Can you all see us? No, that's good.
Oh, yes, stay on.
Ain't that sweet? Can you see us?
Do we appear to be beautiful?
Thank you.
Now we're in the dark.
Now, can you turn the lights up a little more now? These lights just got... Oh, I'm sorry about this. But turn the yellow ones all the way up.
No, we're lighting designers. Lighting designers do not play music.
They design light, motherfucker! Now this one here that's facing up, turn that all the way on. See if we get a nice light. No, next one. Yeah, how's that?
Is everybody happy? We surely feel much more comfortable now.
about, do you like this color, everybody?
No.
How about just not spotlight, but just sort of a gentle light from up here, maybe?
Can you see if there's anything that works like that?
Or maybe just ease this one down a little bit or something?
Can you turn this one down? No? All right, how about can these two go up? No. Great. Well, how about just house lights? Can you turn the house lights on? Are there house lights?
Just regular old house lights.
No? No house lights. Okay. We'll just have to suffer through.
Yo, yo, yo. Yo, yo, yo. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, hey. Don't. Now you all cut it out. What else is happening tonight?
Nothing, man. It's a boring shithole.
Boring?
Shithole.
Where is the shithole?
Everywhere.
Everywhere is the shithole.
Yeah.
Well, if we live in a shithole, I mean, if we live here, it can't be a shithole because you're all such wonderful people, right?
We're all shitheads.
Oh, come on, man.
Yeah.
We'd just like to reiterate a little bit about, the stuff that's going down. I know you want to hear it, especially about what's going down in Pennsylvania.
What a fucking lame state that is.
What a fucking lame state that is. You know, the Supreme Court is about to decide whether a woman has to ask her husband whether she can have an abortion or not. And that's about the last right, you know. Once they do away with that, Roe versus Wade will just remain an empty, shallow kind of a law that will mean nothing. But you people have the power to get out there and register to vote and to kick those fucking male
Lame asses.
out of office and get on with it. And get on with fucking civilization.
Let's just grow our goddamn hair.
That's right! up with all the terrible guitars. All that terrible sound. So, how's the Pope doing? Don't hear that much from him anymore.
You know, since this is Reno, this is a particularly relevant statistic. In the United States, the two fastest growing industries in the United States are gambling number 1 and prison construction number 2. 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 Prison construction. Here's a curious bit of information. Last year in the United States of America, the two largest growing industries in the United States of America, number 1 gambling, number 2 prison construction. So we have roulette, blackjack, solitary confinement. Back in the United States right now, the two fastest growing industries in the United States, the two largest growing industries in the United States are number 1 gambling, number 2 prison construction. And the interesting thing is, the government is soliciting the gambling by selling the lottery, and private businesses are making the prisons for profit. Solitary confinement!
Over Christmas, we got a chance to play a show at our local prison called Lore Time. Pretty sad place to visit the day after Christmas, but we went. And it's kind of on the outskirts of D.C., and it's surrounded by all these landfills where they just burn garbage all day long. It smells like the worst kitchen trash.
Solitary confinement!
It's unbelievable that people have to live there. And then you
Solitary
drive past all
confinement!
these signs that say Citizen Disposal Facility. And you wonder if that's just what prisons have become in this country.
Blackjack!
I don't know what your local prison is called, but for everyone that happens to find their way in there,
Solitary confinement! Solitary confinement! Solitary confinement!
A lot of people say, well, it's a drug problem, but in fact, it's really an economic problem. We're talking about the so-called war on drugs, which should be called a war on poverty. Excuse me? You want me to get off my soapbox? Well, the best way to do that, sir, is to get your own. Mickey Zone was a man in New York City. Died of AIDS at 31. Before he died, he fucked a lot of shit up. This is for him.
Long time ago, somebody in the government said they were going to take care of all the homeless people in the world. Well, at least here in Washington, D.C. They promised to make a room for the people who have to sleep on the streets at night and freeze to death. They promised to make a room for the people who have to sleep on the streets at night and freeze to death. Well, it's not that simple. Gentleman up here says it's not that simple, and he's right. Because those promises are bullshit.
Shares for life.
Who threw their shoe? 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 Hey, don't throw shoes. And don't fucking hit me in the face with shoes!
You know, I saw you two guys earlier at the Good Humor Truck. You were eating your ice cream like little boys, and I thought, those guys aren't so tough. They're eating ice cream. What a bunch of swell guys. Oh, don't you deny it, pal. You were eating an ice cream cone, and I saw you. Oh, you're bad now. You're bad now. That's the shit you can't hide, you know? You got your fucking shit, but you eat ice cream. Everybody knows it. The whole fucking place knows it. Ice cream eating motherfucker. That's what you are.
So who is it? Who threw 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 it? Did you throw it, sir? Airwalk! A good shoe for an asshole to throw. You know it really sucks because I have the temptation to just lay my guitar against the amp and just let it feed back for about 20 minutes. And all you fucking assholes who throw shit at me can throw stuff and all that kind of stuff. But it wouldn't be fair because 99% of the audience is totally fucking cool. And they wouldn't throw a shoe. So I would really appreciate it if the one courageous coward who threw their shoe would come on up so I could give you your $5 back and kick your ass out of the fucking room. If you don't identify yourself, it's gonna be a Cinderella process on the way out. Every single one of you is gonna have to try on the shoe. Is it your shoe? Let's see your foot. Let's see your other foot. Pick him up. Lord knows you've had enough practice at it. Who owns the airwalk?
The problems with rock and roll music, so to speak, is you have to confront the idiocy of your own art, which means that you play these shows and you have this idea that wouldn't it be so great to have all these people in one room together play music and everybody totally enjoys it, right? But in fact, when you have these gatherings of people, there's always this really intense minority of people that makes the whole show really suck for everybody else. So you think, well, fuck it, I don't want to play anymore. I don't want to play if it's going to be like this every night. But in fact, you keep playing. Why? I don't know. Send me your answers soon.
What's the problem here?
DC Metro Police came and they surrounded the shelter. They arrested everyone who was occupying the shelter. They hauled away 3/4 of the shelter. The final quarter, by the way, they're trying to kick out by the end of the month. I was really pissed off though because I went down there when the shelter was being closed and they kept us like a block away. But you could sit there and watch and you could see people being carried away. This is right before Thanksgiving. It's cold outside. It's fucking winter. And the police in this city, this murder capital in this very violent country, are out evicting homeless people. It was pretty fucking ugly. And so I said to myself, hey, if they're gonna do this to us, take away our space and close down our shelter, then why don't we go to their front yard and have our say? And it's taken us a while to get here, but we're here today, and we're gonna have our say.
What's the problem here? What's the problem here?
It's Pittsburgh!
What's the problem?
There's greater fights to fight.
Here come the words. Here come the words. Here come the words. Here come the words.
You know, everyone's got something to sell you, and a lot of it's fucking bullshit. And the way you can stop all of this nonsense is to be a little more thoughtful about the things that you buy. So please be gentle in how you move.
There is no air. There is no air at all. There is not even a little bit of air.
This, sometimes, some people here, around 16 or so.
Here come the words.
Sometimes you're 16 and you wonder if anyone in the world cares about anything besides your buying patterns, your consumptibility, your marketability, your willingness to go see some bullshit movie. Sometimes you wonder if that's all people really care about.
We're having too much fun!
No more fun! No more fun! No more fun! No more fun!
No more fun! No more fun! No more fun! No more fun!
Shut it! Shut it! Shut the fuck up! Play waiting room!
Rarely have I felt such a profound lack of words.
When you start talking labels, you start talking teams. When you start talking teams, you start talking opposing teams. When you start talking about opposing teams, you start talking about enemies, you start talking about war. So we don't believe in teams, do we? We believe in human beings. I love you. You love me. Stop hurting people. Does anyone else want to be loved? We can all create a new culture if we all say we love you all at the same time. We love you all. Are you giving me the fuck off sign? 2 fuck off signs. Okay. I ruin every party I ever go to. Like tonight, I really ruined it for you all, and I want to apologize.
No.
No, I did. No, I feel bad, because you were all so excited, and I came out and bummed you all right out, and I guess
you're a dick.
I guess I'm a dick then. And I guess, having discovered that I'm a dick, I'm going to take this opportunity to tell you all that I'm going to stop doing what I've been doing for as long as I've been doing it and just go home and be a dick. All on my own.
Well, we were camping out and listen to this. We were camping out and we said, hey, maybe a kangaroo will come up and join us at the campsite. And so we were sort of sitting around the fire. Actually, we went for a naked swim. That's a different story. We'll leave that out. But if you must know, we were swimming naked with kangaroos in the ocean. And then we were standing around this campsite and so we were sitting around and this kangaroo comes up and we say it's like a dream. The kangaroo just came right up to us. So he goes out and feeds it some bread and it eats the bread, it eats the bread, it eats the bread. And it comes to the fire where we're all eating bread naked. And then we handed bread, a lot of bread, until we had no more bread. And then it wanted more bread. And it kind of made sort of a menacing kind of a gesture. And we all kind of leapt to our feet because we were terrified and
Anyway,
punched him
we
in
all
the back.
It jumped up at the same time. It punched him in the back. So we all ran away. Really
Get the fuck away.
Moment of terror. Go away. Leave us alone. We think you're cool. Get the fuck away from our fire. We
Leave
threw
us
a
alone.
stick, a rock. It wouldn't move.
Get
Just
the
gave up.
fuck
Hung out with it. Actually, a pretty nice guy.
Did anyone notice that unpleasant racist and immoral war that just happened?
Oh, I did notice that war. It was racist, wasn't it?
Sure was. The blink of an eye, though, huh?
Yeah, that's
war?
right.
It came and went. It was a couple of weeks ago.
Really just a blip on the old radar screen, you know? Wonder how ugly they can make peace now. What do you think?
We haven't heard anything about what happened in Washington today. There was a huge protest. We hope it was huge. And I know there was also a protest here in Boston, which is great. I actually think that every time there's a protest in Washington, there should be a protest in every city. And I talked to a guy and he said, yeah, I won. I went to the protest, but I don't really know if it changed anything. The point is, you alone may not change anything. The point is, there are already a lot of people in this country who disagree with what the government is doing and what the military is doing and what all these security forces are doing and what the NSA and the CIA and the FBI and all these motherfuckers who have so much money, endless amounts of money, and it's completely insane. Fundamentalist freak John Ashcroft, and there's already a lot of people in this country who disagree with them. And there's sort of this feeling that starts coming back into their blood. They also don't want everybody following them around. and they don't want people murdered in their name, and they don't want people murdered with their money.
There are those who refuse and resist. We're going down to Andrews Air Force Base to leaflet there, encouraging GIs to refuse. Refuse to fight in the war. If you want to join them, they're over there by the old banner. There are also folks who live in this park 365 days a year. They're Peace Park vigilant. They've got a petition for you to sign and some other steps you can do to help out with their struggle. Because you and me and all of us have got to do something before it's too late, okay? Now thanks for coming. Now get out there and work, all right? Thanks!
You know, a word that gets bandied about a lot, a word that gets bandied about a lot, a word that gets bandied about a lot in the USA right now is terrorism. People talk about terrorism and how Americans are the victims of terrorism. Well, I think it's time we expanded our definition of terrorism. When 1 in 4 African men is dying of AIDS, that to me is terrorism. It's time to expand the definition.
As you may know, or most of you know, I imagine, there's been these tremendous protests out in Seattle the past few days involving the WTO, and a lot of people are drawing attention to that organization. But what's really been brought to people's attention is how fucking barbaric the police are, and also how barbaric the media is.
Last night on TV, we saw a report that was, it defies words really how fucking disgusting this report was. They were basically just saying, we have the pictures, look at these protesters, they're completely out of control. They're completely senseless, they just want to cause violence. We have the pictures, we have the pictures, we have the pictures.
Well, it's true, the media does have the pictures, but the people actually have the purpose.
If you go to the protest, it's not like you go to the protest and instantly like half the army retires. It doesn't work like that. The point is, you go to the protest, you look around, you say, I'm not alone. Then 10 people go and they go, we're not alone. Then 100 people, and it continues to grow and grow and grow.
We saw pelicans, we saw emus, we saw kangaroos, we saw a bunch of other animals. And you know the interesting thing about animals is, if you fuck with them too bad, they go extinct. The same thing happens with human populations. You know, all my life, I've been wanting to see a platypus. When I was in 3rd grade, they made us do a report on animals, and I did a platypus, and apparently they're not so easy to find over here. I thought they'd be like rats or mice or something, but apparently not. Has anyone here seen one in the wild? You have? Where? Where should I go? I don't want to go to the zoo, man. That's kind of cheating, right? Hasn't anyone here seen a goddamn platypus here before? We must be in the wrong goddamn place. In Sydney, we went to the Taronga Zoo. Anyone ever been there? And I saw my first platypus. It was really cool. Some kid dropped his teddy bear in the kangaroo compound, and she lowered me in by the ankles, and I saved it. The kid stopped crying. You're not impressed. It was dangerous, man. I've been punched by a kangaroo on this trip. I was taking my life in my hands. Clearly, you all have never lost your teddy bear in a kangaroo compound. What does impress you? Tell us, please. Ah! I couldn't help but noticing that downstairs there's a Freddie Mercury training center.
Why aren't you dancing? We gave you volume. You need more volume? Hey, can we have some more volume and reverb on the mics over here? Thank you very much.
It's an American tradition. Every country you go to, yell "Free Bird." What else is there to live for if not for tradition, right? I'll tell you. Smashing it.
Everything is breaking.
I was walking around town today and went near the park over here. Saw a bunch of children dressed as fish. You know what I'm talking about? They were playing trumpets and one of them was a dragon or something. What the fuck's going on?
How many of you here are dressed as a fish today?
You were dressed as a fish, sir. What sort of fish were you dressed as? You have a very high voice, sir.
You know you've all done it. You know you've all done it.
I was standing by a statue and about 20 kids about this big in karate uniforms came running out of the woods. What the fuck's going on?
Well, how many people here as children dressed as fish? Come on, be honest. Now, I never have. I'm not ashamed. You're dressed as a fish, sir.
Is this some sort of a cultural shame, or what's happening?
You should rise to the occasion. Come on, we were actually quite impressed when we heard about the children dressed as fish.
Well, we're making real progress here, getting to know each other. They don't trust us at all. Check your wallets.
Light! Light! Light!
Don't blink 'em.
Light!
Don't
Light!
blink 'em.
Light!
Don't blink 'em. We're trying to figure out what's going on, and my best guess is that the city is shutting off our power. We didn't really want to come here to do this. They sort of made us come here because they're shutting down shelters, putting people out on the street. So, that's why we're here, I guess. Okay, we're back.
Too late! Too late! Too late now! Too late now! Too late! 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 For the innocent victims of the war over there. You know the war in Iraq? And I think it's a good thing to support because while we were bombing, the most intense bombing in history, those smart bombs weren't just killing soldiers. They were killing innocent civilians. We didn't know about this because, well, good question. Why didn't we know about this? Why would we never know about this? I'll tell you why. Partly because we don't care enough to try to find out. And partly because we got a media that's in the control of people who are rich and powerful and who do not care. And that's gotta change. And that's why we're here tonight. We want the truth, not just a bunch of fucking lies!
We are your fucking heads off! Everything is broken! Good night! We are your till our butts hurt! Everything is broken! Good night! We are your! We are your! We are your! Good night! Things are breaking! Everything is broken! Thank you! Good night!
The music took 'em some. The music was so wild that they lost control. The music was so wild, it just threw them into a frenzy. It was so wild that they lost control. And before long, they had to offer up their weakest to the gods. And they lifted up their hands above their heads and their hands. And they said, oh, gods above us. Gods of whatever it is that we are. Bullshit. Please take this meat soul.
I was listening! It's a big country! I gotta tell you, I was kinda terrified! It's a big country! It's a big country!
They flew 1,000 sorties today! 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 They flew 1,000 sorties! 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 They flew 1,000 sorties today!
What are the laws concerning handguns here?
Everybody has guns.
How many murders have you had this year? How many?
4.
You've had 4 murders here.
Yes.
Well, check this shit out. We've had 300 people murdered this year already. Our society is brutal and ridiculously violent. So, we win.
important thing to remember about this event today, this benefit we're doing today, this remembrance of May 4th, is it's a good thing to look back and it's an important thing to remember. But this isn't about nostalgia. It's about trying to figure out what we can do now. The problems are different now. The methods need to be different. One thing you can learn is not to sit on your fucking ass. This song is for Marvin Gaye.
Good evening. Who's doing the light thing tonight? Whoever's doing it, it's fine. Just leave it just the way it is. Thank you so much.
One, two.
Je vais essayer. Français? Monsieur? Nous vous demandons pardon, mais si c'est possible, est-ce que tu ne peux pas sortir du plafond? Merci beaucoup. Good evening, everybody. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. We're not a fucking rock and roll band. So if you want to see rock and roll, go someplace else. Yeah. There's still something happening in the underground. No.
Jokes or humor?
Come on, gang, let's have a freak out.
Come on, gang, let's have a freak
There's
out!
power in all forms of emotion.
There's power in all seeds of music and all kinds of music. Blame it on David Bowie. I always blame it on Bowie.
How many of you here have played softball! Come on, don't be shy!
It's very cold, it's very cold, it's very cold.
Why is it so cold?
Please be hot.
Sweat!
I have hope that this decade will, possess some sort of intelligence.
I think it's there somewhere,
really.
really.
Lord knows last decade failed. All they did was get Bush in office.
Not to mention go to war.
Oh, my dad's here.
There can be no peace while there are people in prison.
Well, I played softball and I'm not ashamed to admit it. And I think it's time we all came out and talked about our softball playing.
This is the wimpiest shit you're ever gonna hear.
And we are the 4 biggest
wimps you're ever gonna meet.
So please be gentle in how you move.
I know you're hot,
But we're cold.
Fuck the air conditioning.
Make sure when you ride home on your bicycles that you're very careful.
Did you all notice this man over here? Because I think he wants you to notice him. That's pretty much what his thing is. Yeah, to a degree, I guess it is nice to notice to some degree.
Da 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 da, da 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 da, yada ya ya, da 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 da, yada 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 ya ya, la 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 ya, yada 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 ya 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 ya, la.
Are you familiar with the Planet of the Apes series? Anyway, in this movie, they have this scene where they have this council, and the apes are sitting at the council, and these human beings walk in, and they go, "No human beings at council," which kind of reminds me of the Supreme Court that we have in Washington, D.C. And occasionally, some sort of a sensible human being is being considered for the council. They go, "No, no, no, can't have that."
You're actually very lucky you're not up here next to me because I literally smell like shit. I've begun a new career as a plumber, it appears, with no success, but we'll fix the toilet later.
I really hate to mention this because it's so embarrassing, but they had this graphic of a girl with a mohawk and a nose ring, and she's holding this picture from her parents' yearbook, and they're kind of hippies. And her parents are going, "Well, gee, she cut her hair this way. We used to wear our hair long, and then we cut it and became corporate executives. And our generation was ineffectual and stupid, so maybe we shouldn't worry about what little Johnny or Janie's going through right now."
Well, that's fucking bullshit!
Because your generation doesn't have to be ineffectual! Your generation doesn't have to be a replay of the fucking Doors movies, so...
No, it's interesting. It's interesting. People, especially young people, always seem to find enough energy in their life to chase each other down the street, beat up other young people, then settle down in front of the television, spend the rest of their lives being passive. Instead of using that energy to beat up other young people, you could go out there and try to make some changes in the world.
I enjoy seen women have a voice in a community where their voices have been put down so much. Now, one of the greatest ways we've seen this to come about is on the dance floor. Now, I know everyone likes to move around in circles. Actually, it's not everyone. It's mostly boys! So tonight, do me a big favor. Do yourselves a big favor. Do us all a big favor. Let everyone come up to the front of the stage. Everybody get up here and move around and dance. Let's take the violence out of the scene. Let's take the violence out of the show. There'll be no fights. There'll be no big bad boy bullshit.
Can you hear me now? Okay, doesn't sound like me. We have a shelter which is secret where women and their children can go when they are in danger of their lives, and that is tremendously important. However, that is the least of what we want to do. Our mission is to create a world in which battering is a problem of the past, and unfortunately we live in a world in which the powers that be have decided that violence is an appropriate response, and an acceptable response when their supremacy is being threatened. And that is true on a global level, and that is also true behind your neighbor's front door.
And it happens all the time.
I'm not gonna say this country's going to shit because it's probably been in the shit since I've been born. But it seems like it's wallowing in it a little quicker now. Particularly if you're young. Because you go to school and you don't get the information that you need. And you're probably out there fucking. Which is cool. Because fucking is cool. But when shit goes down, something's fucked up. There's no one there to help you. Now, they want to take away your options. Telling you that your body is your prison. And it's bullshit.
When I was about 6, well, actually, I said I was about 4, I'd be waiting in the bathtub for my dad to come home from work. And he'd come in the door to the bathroom and he'd say, "Hey, son, when I come back in the bathroom, I want you to be covered head to foot in soap suds like a little snowman." And I'd say, "Okay, Dad, this is true." And so I'd get the suds going like a little snowman, and I'd call to my dad. I'd say, Dad, I'm a little snowman." But he never came back. He'd be watching TV or talking to my mom, and he never came back. And I just stood there in the cold, waiting. Then I discovered punk rock.
The first time we came to Singapore about 4 years ago, and we enjoyed ourselves. We walked around town. We had a nice time. This is our second time here. It's only 3 years later, and already I've noticed there's so many new buildings, so many new shopping centers everywhere. And on every block, it's like another Reebok or another Esprit or another fucking whatever. People are insane. But what's weird is that everywhere you go in the United States, everywhere you go in Japan, or wherever you go down the street, and you see the same places on every blog everywhere.
Human beings are actually physical beings that must exist somewhere. So all this sort of stuff is going on about people getting moved in and out of neighborhoods and activists trying to fight to save them and all this other sort of stuff. Ultimately, they're human beings in the middle of all this that are just getting shuffled one way or another.
Enunciate if you're gonna yell shit.
I am alive! I am alive! I am alive! I am alive!
About a year ago back in the United States, we had a small little war. I don't know if you all caught it or not, but it gave Americans a chance to dress up in red, white, and blue, put yellow in the window, and act like a bunch of assholes.
The other day there was a big shooting down at the police station, and suddenly everybody was like, "That's really fucked, man. I mean, if cops are getting shot, how bad can the city be, you know? What the fuck? People have been getting shot for years and years, so why is it any fucking worse when cops get shot?"
This is about now, not about yesterday or tomorrow. And it's true. It could be about the president. It's really all about It's really all about It's all about It's all about It's about a change. 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 It's about change. Don't live in the past. It's a bad habit.
Thank you for your patience, everyone. It's going to be a relaxed evening, I think. Too much stress already in the world, don't you agree? So please be gentle in how you move.
Are we friends or are we enemies? I don't understand anymore.
So just take a seat in the back, and we'll kick out some slow, easy jams for y'all, okay?
We must be in the wrong goddamn place.
I feel very contemplative. Just sort of thinky tonight. I'm thinking about you. You're very interesting, and I wonder, why? Why am I thinking about him? What are these voices I'm hearing in my head? See the pleasure, the sweet, sweet pleasure, the sweet, hot pleasure of the live experience. Flesh and blood, ladies and gentlemen, flesh and blood. For you. We respect and admire your flesh and blood. Please respect. I don't expect you to admire our flesh and blood. Thank you. Welcome to the present, ladies and gentlemen.